Good day, everyone, and welcome to AC Pinoy Math. And our lesson for today is all about technology in mathematics. So, what is one of roles of math education community? So, ano ba ang role ng mathematics education sa community? So, prepare students for the workplace. So, that's number one. Isn't it that when we are um, going to the mall, kailangan you have an idea about yung mga sales, yung mga ganon, or di kaya is a future work mo kasi we always use mathematics naman in halimbawa kung gusto mong maging teacher, hindi porke English major ka, hindi ka nagagamit ng mathematics, no? Kasi halimbawa kung magsosolve ka ng grades or whatsoever, or bibili ka, or you need to budget your finances, so you need mathematics, or of course the idea of mathematics. So that's number one, prepare students for the workplace. Another, provide them with the necessary expertise to effectively use the different technologies in work. So, um, ito yung isa sa mga purpose ng math education community in terms of technology, no? So, sa subject na ito, ang ating isa sa mga objective natin is malaman natin yung mga technology na pwede natin magamit sa pagkatuto ng math at saka sa pagkatuto ng bata, no, na magiging estudyante natin in the future. And then develop their critical thinking. Actually, in mathematics, we always develop the critical thinking of the students by giving them problem solvings, mga ganyan, some equations or problems that they can relate to real life situation. Now, teachers' qualifications, beliefs, and professional development. Technology can improve teaching and learning, but just having technology doesn't automatically translate to better instructional outcomes. Maybe meron nga ang technology yan, nandiyan yung technology, but you don't know how to use it effectively. Wala ring kwenta. No? Wala ring kwenta yung technology kung hindi mo siya alam gamitin effectively to the students. So therefore, it is important that you know to use the technology in a better ways, in a nice way that student can benefit from it. At the same time, you will also benefit from it kasi mas maituturo mo yung subject matter mo in a nice way using technology. Specifically or especially in our sa current situation that we are having an online sessions, so it's better that you know how to use different types of applications or software that will benefit the learners, both the learners and the teachers. Now, teachers are the key to any successful reform in mathematics. So that's true naman talaga, no? That teachers are the key to any successful reform in mathematics. If there's no teachers naman talaga, and if the teachers doesn't have any idea on how to make or how to teach mathematics effectively, therefore, walang mangyayari. Even though there is math, wala pa ring mangyayari kasi the teacher doesn't have any idea on how to instill the lesson to the learners. Okay? And then to implement a technology in teaching mathematics, teachers should have mastery of. Ito yung mga kailangan ninyo, future teachers. Number one, mathematics content. You should have the mastery of the mathematics content. Of course, no, that's why you have this what we call the major subjects, no, when you are taking mathematics major. Okay, so you have this major subject and you should have this mastery of the mathematics content. And also, when we are talking about mastery of mathematics content, halimbawa, kung magtuturo ka ng math, and then halimbawa, yung topic mo is all about mathematics of investment, finding simple interest. So you should have the mastery of the content. Baka mas alam pa ng bata kung how to solve it. So dapat you should have this knowledge of the content that you are teaching to your learners. And then, the pedagogical skills. Hindi lang importante yung content. Dapat you should have the pedagogical skills. When we are talking about pedagogy, it is how you use or how you use the strategy, how or what strategy you will be going to use so that you can apply or you can what do you call this, yung i-demonstrate mo yung content, anong klaseng strategy, technique, method ang gagamitin mo para mai-demonstrate mo yung lesson sa mga bata in a clear way na maiintindihan lahat sila magpa-participate. So, maganda rin na meron kang master of pedagogical skills. Technology use, that's another thing. No, hindi lang importante na magaling ka sa content, magaling ka sa pedagogy, bagkus is dapat meron kang magaling ka rin sa technology. Ngayon, in the 21st century. Okay? Kasi meron tayong mga 21st learner, though wala naman talagang 21st century teachers, no? Pero meron mga 21st century learners. So we should have an idea about this content pedagogical technological knowledge or yung tinatawag nilang TPAC. Okay? So that when you are teaching our students, although you are not that perfect enough for this TPAC or TPACK, you still can instill the knowledge that the students need to develop in every quarter, no? Mahalaga pa rin 'yon that you should have a little idea about the content, the pedagogy, and the technology to be used in teaching your subject matter. Next, main problems facing teachers' professional development. So, ito yung mga main problems natin na karamihan sa mga teachers' professional development, ito yung problema talaga nila. Number one is financial problems. Lahat naman. Actually, most of the, ano naman talaga, is they have this what we call the financial problems, no? Kahit sino pa yan, di ba? Except na lang siguro yung mga mayayaman na tao. But teachers, of course, a noble profession, hindi wala naman talagang yumayaman sa pagiging teacher. So, financial problem is number one. That's why karamihan sa mga teachers hindi sila nakakapag-masters, nakakapag-doctorate because they have financial problems. Okay, they cannot attend some national, international seminars because instead na pambabayad nila doon, they may need to use or they need to use that money for their family, no? For their food, for their other household finances. So, hindi nila nagagamit for their professional development. That's why it's very important now that when na kapag ikaw ay nasa field of teaching na, the administration should have the support to the teachers, no, para magkaroon naman sila ng motivation for them to seek for professional development, okay? So mahalaga rin na meron support na manggagaling sa administration. Anyway, yung gastos naman doon is makukuha naman sa MOE. 'Di ba? Makukuha naman siya sa pera ng government. At the same time, nagbabayad naman ng tax ang teacher. So, maganda na meron talagang tulungan between the administration and the teaching personnel, 'di ba? So that yung professional development ng teachers, although nagtuturo na siya, still proceed pa rin tayo or patuloy pa rin, no? Yung pag-develop nun. Next, time constraints. Ayan. Kasi yan sa mga problem natin, time constraint. Lalo na ang pagiging teacher, medyo madami siyang gawain. Hindi lang kasi magpagtuturo ang ginagawa ng isang teacher, marami po siyang ginagawa. Minsan nagiging nanay siya or tatay siya. Sa mga bata, nagiging guidance counselor pa yan. Nagiging nurse pa yan, di ba? Minsan nagtatago ang tawag doon, property custodian, registral, ang dami niyang trabaho, di ba? At the same time, magsusolve pa yan ng mga grades, magre-record, mag-check ng mga test papers, mag-home visitation. Sobrang dami ng trabaho ng isang teacher. Okay, pero syempre, sulit naman kapag nakikita mo that you are helping, that you help or you can help other people na gumanda yung buhay nila by teaching them what is right, by teaching them the things that they need to survive in this world. Okay? So, yon isang problem yon, time constraint, no? Kasi, yan, karamihan sa mga teachers is walang time talaga na mag-aral. Okay? Kasi nga, they have this what we call responsibility to the family and to work. Next is teachers' own beliefs about technology integration in math education. And that's another thing, no? Yung especially yung mga medyo may edad na, no? They don't want to learn anymore. Karamihan. Pero meron akong makakilala na mahuhusay kahit matanda na. Mahuhusay pa rin sila sa technology. Pero karamihan, kapag medyo nasa age 50 and above na, karamihan is ayaw na nilang matuto to embrace new series of technology to be used in teaching mathematics. So parang ayaw na nila, okay na ako dito, parang wait na lang ako mag-retire. Pero napapansin ko, meron ding mga students ngayon or actually meron mga new teachers na hindi rin ganun ka-welcome in terms of technology integration in math education. So nakikita ko rin yun sa mga bagong teachers ngayon and nagiging problem din siya. Actually, okay? Now, the type of workshop designed for technology integration in math teaching. Ito yan, isang problem pa yan. No? Yung workshop designed for technology integration in math teaching. Minsan, hindi nila masyadong makuha yung klase ng workshop na dinesign mo. Okay? For them to learn how to integrate technology in mathematics teaching. Lalo na kung hindi mo siya na-instill ng maayos sa kanila. So, they will not follow your rules na, okay, ito yung gagamitin kong technology. Yung tinuro nito, siya yung gagamitin ko para pa sa pagtuturo. So, sometimes they avoid that. No? Marami na akong na-attend na seminar na ganyan na karamihan, hindi naman lahat ng mga teachers, pero karamihan is nag-a-attend sila but they are not applying what they have learned. No, they just attending this type of seminar na they learn. Maybe they can see demonstration from this expert how to use this technology in teaching mathematics, but unfortunately they won't use it no in their teaching and learning process. So that's the saddest thing here. And those are the main problems facing teachers' professional development. Okay, so for the conclusion in this portion, education technology is neither inherently effective neither inherently effective nor inherently ineffective. Instead, its degree of effectiveness depends upon the congruence among the goals of instruction, characteristics of learner, design of the software, and educators' training and decision making among the factors. So these are the factors, no? Ang pagiging effective ng education technology nakadepende siya doon sa kung anong kailangan ng subject matter, kung ano ang klase ng learners na meron ka, kung ano yung software at kung alam mo siyang gamitin, no? Sa pamagitan ng mga trainings, decision making na gagamitin mo. Okay? Kung ito ba, tama ba na ito yung gagamitin ko for my students or hindi? Baka ito mas effective ito kasi ang klase ng learner na meron ako ay ganito. So, baka there is some point na kailangan natin i-consider yung mga factors na yon. Okay. Now, technology and learning. Okay, so let's talk about technology and learning. Technology should enhance learning. That's true, no? Hindi lang siya pang display. Like the PowerPoint presentation or whatsoever. It should have enhanced learning. There is no value in just having access or to it, but more important, how it is used. May access ka nga sa Edmodo, may access ka nga sa kung ano-ano pang mga portal na pwede magamit ang bata, pero hindi mo siya ginagamit because there's a problem. So, hindi din ma-enhance yung learning. Okay, even though there is a technology, meron nga laptop yung mga bata, pero hindi naman nila nagagamit, so what's the sense? Okay? Adapting for today's learner. So, ito naman, how to adapt with the different types of learners, specifically in the 21st century, no? So, students expect to be entertained. Yun ang klase ng estudyante na meron tayo ngayon. There are just two quick responses and feedback thanks to their popularity or social networks and texting. So, usually, mga ganun nga yung mga bata, no? They are more on, gusto nila, meron na agad result yung nakikita nila. Okay? Then students must be technology savvy in order to complete in the future work environment. So, yun yung talaga, dapat mga bata ay or yung mga students natin ay magkaroon ng or gumaling no in terms of technology so that they can compete with the future work environment kasi baka mahuli sila no yung mga kasabayan nila is magagaling sila hindi. Okay, so now, let's proceed to the next one, academic effects of technology in mathematics achievement. So, ano ba yung nagiging epekto no, ng technology doon sa mathematics achievement ng isang bata? eto ba ay pinapataas ba nito yung kanyang achievement o hindi, wala siyang connection. There's no relationship between these two. Now, technology is a practical application of science. That's true, di ba? Ginagamit natin ang technology because it is a science. It is a part of science. Technological developments began 200 years ago when teachers started to use abacus in their classes. So, with some, di ba, noon ginagamit yung abacus as a way of computation. Okay, specifically, nag-start ito sa China. So it can be said that the practice of teaching mathematics has been more traditional than any other curriculum area. Yet technological development have affected mathematics education also. So, unti-unti sa mathematics na de-develop na rin yung integration of technology. But honestly speaking, iba pa rin yung nagsosolve ka sa board. Aminin natin iyon, di ba? Iba pa rin yung nakikita ng bata na nagsosolve ka sa board. You model the process to the students and then the students will copy you. Okay? Kasi specifically, especially, no, kung yung lessons very new to them, they cannot catch up na pa-solve mo agad and then they don't have any idea about the problem, that's very impossible. Okay, maybe there are some students, but how about the other? Eh di may iwan na naman sila. Eh dito na naman yung aangat. So kawawa naman sila. So, mahalaga rin na minimodel mo rin bilang teacher yung process, no? Or yung procedure na tinuturo mo. O yung procedure na kailangan mo dito sa problem na ito. So that the students will look on you, will imitate you, how you solve it, and maybe in the end they can discover another thing, no? As you give them more examples, they can discover na, okay, parang meron ako nakikitang pattern, parang ganon. Okay? So, yon. Technology can help math teachers to solve issues and problems in math education. That's true, no? Maybe you can. Some teachers use this one as an action research so that they can solve the problems inside their classroom that most of their students are not listening, or maybe they are not good in mathematics, so they can integrate technology in teaching mathematics. Issues and problems in math education. So what are these issues? The first problem is about motivation. It is very hard talaga, specifically in numbers, to motivate students to listen to you. Okay, teaching math with classical teaching or yung tinatawag nilang conventional teaching discourages some students so that the students don't want to learn math. Specifically kung ano lang siya, puro ka lang solving, there is no participation at all. I know, hindi matuto ang bata. Classical math teaching do not know how to motivate students in their classroom, and students need to be motivated by their teachers to learn. The second problem is to solve math problems in real life situation. Ayan, isa pa yan. No, hindi nila makonect. O para saan yung X, para saan yung Y? Yun ang nahihirapan ng bata, no? Kung para saan yung X, para saan yung Y. But always remember that as a math teacher, these are just a representation. And actually, real life problem, kapag nagsusolve ang bata inside the school, that's actually a real life problem, a real life situation, because they are doing this every day. So that is a real life situation. Okay, real life situation yun. So most math teachers do not use real life examples to help students to use math in their lives. Math teachers should use real life problems and emphasize problem solving skills to help students to understand math. Kaya ngayon, meron tayong tinatawag na contextualization or yung localization na kung saan nagbibigay ng examples ang teacher ng math problems na connected doon sa community or nakapaikot yung bata. No? Kung ano yung mga sample problems na meron doon. Halimbawa, may nagtitinda sa harap ng kantin nila and then gagawa siya ng problem na, let's say, aling nena, parang ganon, and then there's a problem here. No, parang ganun yung mangyayari. So, that's a problem solving. And it's better and it's very important that for every lesson, there should be a problem solving. For every lesson, there should be a problem solving so that the students will appreciate the use of the lesson. The third problem is a low value given to mathematics. So some students they tend to math okay lang bumagsak diyan basta mataas naman ako sa English or Filipino. So math teachers must teach students how to appreciate and understand the value of mathematics in everyday life. No, and to appreciate that, gaya ng sabi ko, you need to give every lesson a real life problem. Then students will begin to respect math application in society. The last problem is about math standards. In today's technology-based society, math educators need a new math curriculum design to integrate new developments, set new standards, and incorporate new technological development such as computer-based instruction. That's why in the K-12 curriculum meron tayong tinatawag na integration of technology, di ba? Integration of technology na kung saan we integrate technology in teaching mathematics so that the students yeah, they can jive, they can catch up, they can cope with the type of with this what do you call this, with this subject matter na kung saan align siya doon sa approach nila kasi most of them are technology savvy, di ba? Karamihan ng mga bata or most ng mga bata ngayon magagaling sa technology, no? Baka nga may mga bata pa nga na mas magaling sa teachers nila in terms of technology. So that's very important, no? Advantages of math learning software application. So, kapag gumamit ka ng software application in teaching mathematics, they can keep most of the class busy with minimal effort by the teacher. You can just flash the screen and then just give a problem then there, and then yung mga bata magsosolve lang sila. So it's a minimal effort by the teacher. They are easy to grade kasi nga dun sa minimal effort, unlike before kasi maggagawa ka pa ng Manila paper, gagawa ka ng lesson plan, tapos isusulat mo siya sa Manila paper, tapos i-design mo pa yung Manila paper. So it's too laborious, but in the real life situation or in the present time, it's very easy now to do. For as long as, sabi ko nga kanina, if there is a support from the admin and the teaching personnel, then that will be good. The admin should maybe buy or may bought may buy a TV, no, a screen, so that the teacher can just use their laptop to present their PowerPoint. Then they are easy to grade, no? Mas madali siya mag-grade. And then it's possible that they are effective if the goal is rote memorization of algorithm. Okay? So they can be non-threatening and cause less anxiety for struggling students. That's true. We can feel successful repeating one process over and over. Specifically, halimbawa, yung paggamit ng YouTube channel. Yan. It's a very important. No? At least the student can watch the video tutorial anytime, anywhere they want. Tapos, pwede pa nilang balik-balikan if they don't understand kung anong ibig sabihin nito sa unang turo pa lang. No? So, pero umulit-ulit yon. So conclusion, education technology could motivate students to learn more, so math teachers should use more educational technology to enrich their teaching activities in their classroom. So that's very true. Now, good points about technology. What are the good points about technology? Generally, the hope is that putting devices in the hands of students will help with some or all of the following goals. Number one, allowing teachers and software to deliver more personalized content and lessons to students, while allowing students to learn at their own pace and ability level. Helping students to become technological skilled or technology skilled and literate and thus better prepared for modern workplace. Empowering students to do more complex and creative work by allowing them to use digital and online applications and tools, improving the administration and management of schools and classrooms by making it easier to gather information on what students know and have done, improving communications among students, teachers, and parents. So, yun yung good points ng paggamit ng technology, yung mga sinabi ko kanina. Okay? Meron siyang good points sa parents, sa administration, sa pagtuturo, sa klase ng estudyante na meron ka. So, yun ang good points niya kapag gumagamit ka ng technology in teaching mathematics. Now, what are the positive effects of math with technology? There is a little doubt that technology has become ubiquitous tools for learning and instruction. The question, how can technology be used effectively for teaching and learning? Or more specifically, how does it affect mathematics in K-12 classroom? Is an important one that has been addressed in many primary studies. The National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, or the NCTM, sets mathematics standard for educators, emphasizing the importance of technology. Technology is essential in teaching and learning mathematics. It influences the mathematics that is taught and enhances students' learning. Although technology has the potential to be powerful and flexible tool for teaching and learning, merely installing the hardware does not produce the desired outcomes. Successful and effective learning of mathematics with technology must rely on on a thorough understanding of the effects of technology in mathematics education and sound teaching and learning strategy. Remember, ang paggamit ng technology, hindi lamang siya yung ginagamit mo siya, but because you just want to impress other people or impress your student, but using technology, integrating technology in teaching mathematics, it should be, or it will depends on the kind of teacher, on the kind of students, on the kind of environment, on the kind of instruction that the teacher wanted to have, no? At yung teacher, siya yung magdadala talaga. Siya yung magdadala ang teacher, no? Wala nang iba, no? Siya yung magdadala ng how he will demonstrate or deliver the mathematics lesson using technology. Okay, in the end, according to Mahatma Gandhi, if I have the belief that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it even if I may not have it at the beginning. That's very important thing to consider, no? Even if you, my dear students, you don't have any idea about, let's say, using technology in mathematics, but it's very important that you should try it. You should try it because if you believe that you can do it, then you can do it naman talaga. Okay, it's just that you should have to prepare. You should have to give enough time for you to practice, no? This yung mga susunod na lessons natin, which is more on application or software to be used in teaching mathematics. And if you and after that is you can just choose what application is suitable for the kind of lesson, for the kind of learners that you have. And that's all about for the technology in mathematics as our first lesson in the technology of teaching and learning. With that, thank you very much for your listening.